good. Mic is working. Mic's working. Cameras are working. We're cooking with grease, y'all. So, this episode is going to be all about wrapping up my 3-episode series on breaking down Thanksgiving dinner for one. Yes, you heard that, for one. A lot of us aren't going to be celebrating Thanksgiving with our families, so I figured, hey, why not take my normal cooking show, which is all about cooking for one, and figure out how to break down Thanksgiving dinner for you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Buckle up, get ready, grab a drink, grab a snack. Let's get started, okay? Y'all ready for this? I am low-key really impressed with myself for having figured this out. This is a challenge to make Thanksgiving dinner for one, because whereas my normal cooking show is about cooking for one, and I can take like a recipe that's like for 4 people, cut it down to one and show you how to make it for yourself, 100% quarantine cooking. Thanksgiving dinner, the recipes are for like 8 to 10 people. That is a lot of breaking down ratio. But you know what? I figured it out, and I'm here to teach you, how to make Thanksgiving dinner for yourself if you're not able to celebrate with your friends or significant others or loved ones, which is a lot of us this Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving 2020 is that, and Christmas, is not going to be normal. And I think we all have to accept that it's not going to be normal, accept that things are just weird right now. As I saying, oh my God, y'all, I need coffee. You do not have to make cranberry sauce. You can buy it in a can. I don't judge. I don't care. So I'm going to teach you how to make cranberry sauce with cranberries. It is really easy. It's literally, you just put this, a little bit of water or juice, orange juice, and sugar. So I'm hoping y'all realize and start to appreciate just how much effort goes into Thanksgiving dinner and the people who have cooked it for you. Just thinking about that. You can't even prep or make the gravy ahead of time if you're doing it traditionally until the turkey is done. And the turkey itself takes forever. It can take a whole day, and 3 days leading up to that, you have to defrost it in the fridge. This is a week in the making. This meal is a week in the making. So I hope that if somebody cooks Thanksgiving dinner for you from here on out, you show them your gratitude. It's an undertaking. So instead, we are going to be using this gravy packet, but I'm going to show you how to make it taste like it's not from a packet. I've got a couple tricks up my sleeve. You can, of course, make it according to the package directions. It's totally fine, but I'm going to show you how to take it up a notch and make it a little extra special if you have those ingredients. So we've got potatoes here. We're going to make mashed potatoes for one. You just peel, dice, boil, and then you mash it up with a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper. If you want to if you want to put the little razzle dazzle on it, you can put some garlic powder on there, whatever. And then the star is going to be the turkey. So when I was in the grocery store, you can buy turkey legs, a package of turkey legs, turkey thighs, which is what I got, or bacon wrapped turkey breasts. You just take the thing out, it's marinated and everything, you take it out and you bake it, and that's it. But it was huge, as you know, how big a turkey breast can be. So you have options, already cooked and smoked, turkey, smoked legs and stuff like that. There was actually a ton of options that I myself was not even aware of. Because I've never done this before. And I am going to immediately transfer the turkey thighs that I have into this dish, because we're going to bake them anyway. We're going to season them and bake them. It's going to be the first thing we want to get this into the oven, because it's going to take a little bit of time. And while that's baking in the oven, we'll be able to focus on the cranberry sauce, the gravy, and the mashed potatoes, These turkey thighs, I got 2 of them. The net weight is 2 pounds. It was only $4. So all of this was well under $10 to make, which is also really cool. I'm gonna look at the exact, I wanna say it was around $6, because everything else is pretty cheap, 6 or 7. big old turkey thighs. Hi, Hinky Dink. Look at those eyes. You hang out, that's her spot. When I do these cooking shows, she hangs out right there and just watches me. I gotta take a second. I'm gonna make some coffee because I really need it. I'm gonna grab some seasonings. Hi, Hinky Dink. Hi. I'm gonna do thyme and rosemary. So I'm just gonna roughly chop these nice and chopped up. So what you're doing when you chop up fresh herbs is you're releasing the flavors from them. So I'm gonna put these in a little ramekin bowl here, mix it with some salt and pepper, and this is gonna be my seasoning. And the key to having really good seasoned poultry is getting in between the skin and the meat and putting the herbs and spices there. It's really important. Because if you only do it on top, the meat itself isn't actually going to be seasoned. Pour myself a cup of coffee. Ooh. Look at the steam coming off of that. Ooh. Hi. Hi. How's it going? Did you have a good breakfast? Okay, back to the seasoning. So we've got thyme and rosemary here. We're gonna add salt to that and black pepper. Or you could just get like poultry seasoning. You know how they have those packets, or in the seasoning aisle, they have poultry seasoning. That would totally work too. We've got the turkey here. These are the thighs, but rule kind of applies to everything. You're gonna first, so this is important, you don't want to take the skin completely off. You want to make it almost like an envelope to where only one part of it is open and you go like underneath. If you pull open all of the skin, it's gonna fall off, it's gonna shrivel up and fall off while baking, and we definitely don't want that. You'll find a good place to start. Oh, like right there. You see how it naturally flaps up but then wants to hold? This is where we're going to be going in from here, and same on the other side. Making sure that you make a pocket, but that you don't want to go all the way through to the other side because it'll fall out and stuff. You want to make like a nice little secure pocket for all the for the seasoning blend that we just made, or a seasoning blend that you may have. I'm going to take a pinchful, like a good pinchful. I'm gonna put it inside, drop it inside, and then spread it around. And what you're doing is when this starts to bake, the fat from the skin will marry with the seasoning. So you've got the fat and the seasoning, and all of that's gonna seep and go into the turkey that we've got here. And I'm gonna put a little bit on top. Turn this around. It's easier to just turn it around. Do the same thing. Just go in and make a little bit of room, but not going all the way out. You want it to be like a little air pocket inside. Grab our seasoning blend we got here. Put it inside. There we go. Beautiful. You can see on the inside the green and stuff. It's going to make it look really, really pretty. I am going to be slicing 2 orange slices, and I'm going to be putting them underneath these turkey thighs. This, I don't know what it is about this. It just makes the turkey very moist. Chef's kiss. It's just so good. Put one underneath here. Go. Other one underneath here. There you go. Got my oil here. Set off, bake, put it at 350, start, put our turkey in. That's good. Next, I'm gonna peel the potato. While it's boiling, we'll be peeling and chopping the potato. We're just gonna peel this. It's gonna go in my garbage bowl. Then we're gonna dice it, add it to the pot on the stove. When you dice potatoes, it just makes it easier, not easier, makes it faster for boiling. If you're just like, I ain't got time for this, dice it. We're just cooking them until they're soft. Don't get splashed by the hot water. So they're all in the water. They're just gonna boil away. We are gonna be making cranberry sauce. First of all, these are beautiful. This is 1/4 a cup. This is 1/4 a cup of cranberries. It's not a whole lot. You're gonna put your 1/4 a cup of cranberries in here, just a spoonful of sugar, and then same as the sugar, a spoonful of water. And then you're gonna microwave it for a couple of minutes, stirring periodically, and then you'll have a single serving of cranberry sauce. In the microwave. Go. Oh, it's so pretty. If you want to put a little razzle dazzle on it, you could take some of an orange peel and grate some of it into the cranberry sauce. Makes it extra special. You could actually, I'm thinking about it now, you could also use craisins. You don't have to use fresh. Look at that. Look at that. And next is the gravy. I'm going to show you how to make this taste way better than it is all by itself. Okay. It asks for cold water. Skip the cold water, and if you have chicken broth, use it. Anytime you have the opportunity to add flavor to something, you want to do it. If anything asks for water, it can almost always be substituted with some sort of broth, unless it's like, cranberry sauce, and you're not going to want to do that. So when I look at this and I'm making gravy and ask for water, well, I'm thinking I'm going to add chicken broth instead, because that's how I do. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and 1/4 a cup of chicken broth. If you like more than 1/4 a cup of gravy, by all means, make more. Mix it up. Up the flavor on this. A piece of a bay leaf. There's always little crumbs of bay leaves at the bottom of these that you can use. I'm gonna add a couple of those. I always have a package of white wine in my fridge for this exact reason. I don't like drinking white wine, but I sure do love to cook with it. And it's gonna be the tiniest of splashes. We added some crumbs of a bay leaf, and we're gonna do a tiny little bit of white wine. All right. And that is how you make a packaged gravy taste like it's not from a package. Okay, I'm gonna microwave it. We're gonna do 1 minute. Well, let's see, how's this looking? That looks like it could be cooked a little bit more. It's gonna go back in, but okay. We're gonna leave it, let it sit. And it needs to cool off. Look at that, single serving of gravy right here. This is so cool that we're doing this. We're doing a single serving Thanksgiving dinner. Kind of cool. Okay, let's check on the potatoes. Yeah, they are ready. Grab my colander. We're gonna strain it. Put some potatoes in there, enough for like a single serving. We got our potatoes. Gonna add salt, pepper, and a little bit of butter. All right, so put 1 potato, some butter, salt, pepper, and we're just gonna mash it up. Mashed potatoes for 1. Since I didn't want to wait for the turkey to be done before we even got started on the gravy, I used the packet. But another thing you can add to it to make it taste more homemade is, one, we added the white wine and the bay leaf to this, but when we pull the turkey out, you can add some of the drippings to the end of this. Boil it for a little bit, simmer it, and then it's done. It's like, you know, these hacks, these tricks, you can do it. But one of the things that I absolutely loved about exploring even the possibility of making a single serving of Thanksgiving dinner is just how many options you have if you do not want to bake an entire turkey. You've got turkey thighs, which is what we're making. You've got turkey drumsticks. You've got stuff that's already cooked and smoked. If you like smoked, there's smoked turkey legs, thighs, breasts, and you've got Cornish hens. You could do a tiny little hen, little chicken, which would be super adorable, especially for a single serving. But they also had I don't know if every grocery store is going to have this, but they had a bacon wrapped turkey breast. Now, it was huge, definitely not for single serving, but you know, if you don't want to do a whole turkey or you want to do something interesting or cool or different, they had it pre-marinated, wrapped up in the bacon, airtight sealed, and you just pull it out and you bake it and according to the directions, and you're done. So it was just really cool to see just how many options you have. I learned a lot through this because my whole thing is making single serving dishes, just period. Like, that's my angle because we're all in quarantine and most of us are cooking just for one, or at least a lot of us are. And we don't want to get stuck with 6 servings of pasta that we have to force ourselves to eat for an entire week, you know? So I was thinking, well, why can't I do that for Thanksgiving dinner? And you know what? We're going to do the same thing for Christmas dinner, because why not? I think we're all accepting that this is going to be a very different holiday season from others. It's just not going to be perfect or normal or traditional. So I think people are opening up their possibilities of like how they want to celebrate, what they want to eat, what they want to do. And that's cool. That's good. Let's look at these turkey thighs. Let's check the temperature. And the key to doing this right is not sticking the needle all the way through. You want the point of the needle to be right in the middle of whatever it is that you're cooking. Because if it goes straight down to the pan, you're going to be getting the temperature of the pan, not of the internal temperature of the meat of the chicken. Oh yeah, it is done. All right, look at that. Look at those turkey thighs. That's a beautiful thing. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna add some of the drippings to the gravy. Oh yeah, they'll never know. They'll never know this was made from a packet, y'all. And you know what? You want to keep it a secret? It's safe with me. Oh my gosh. What a hack. I love when I feel so clever. Even though like nobody would care about something like this. Like, I think it's pretty brilliant, so that's enough for me to feel clever. There we go. There we go. Feeling very proud of myself right now for pulling this off. This is just so cool. So we've got one turkey thigh that I roasted in the oven with some rosemary and thyme, salt and pepper, and just let it roast until it was done. Cranberry sauce was just 1/4 a cup of fresh cranberries, or you could do craisins, a spoon of sugar, spoon of water, microwaved it for 2 minutes, stirred it in between, done. Mashed potatoes, this is 1/2 of a potato, or you could do 1 or 2 red jacket potatoes, boiled and mashed them for a single serving of mashed potatoes. And then we got the gravy. Gravy was from, don't tell anybody, it was from a packet, but we made it extra special. We made it taste like it's not from a packet. 2 teaspoons of the powder with 1/4 cup of broth, not water, a splash of white wine, some bay leaf chunks, and cooked it that way and topped it off once the turkey was out of the oven. Put some of the turkey drippings in there to make it taste like the real deal without all the hard work. It's a good hack. Nobody will ever know that you did that. Nobody. Anyway, here we go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I loved the journey I went on to make this. It's just, the options are endless when it comes to making turkey for one. Grocery stores have lots of options. They've got legs, thighs, turkey breasts, stuff that's already smoked and made, some that's not. So don't be afraid. You don't have to cook a whole turkey to enjoy. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your support. I love you guys. Stay safe. Do what you need to do to stay sane. We all have to take care of ourselves right now. We really do. And I'll catch you in another episode soon. Okay, bye.